Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Magi, the Labyrinth of Magic, Chapter 224 review. Now, of course, you guys know the drill. If you want, well, no, not this time, but next time round. If you're intrigued about this next time round, sign up, because tonight I'm going to do that. Tonight's going to be that. So the thing here is that I need to get these out by tomorrow. Otherwise, the cats who won are going to have to wait a few weeks, because I'm going to be going out to Long Island for like a week or two. Then I'm going to come back up for like 4 weeks for summer class. And the thing here is that I'm not going to take them with me. There's no way in hell. Alright? It's too much of a risk factor. So better safe than sorry. I'm going to leave them here so they're safe, so they're protected in my room, in my apartment. So that being said, let me continue, let me move on, let me move forward. This chapter of Magi, I'm going to get a lot of cred to Sheba. Sheba did her thing. Because not only was Sheba able to resolve a conflict in a very thorough manner, but she was also able to change Solomon's perspective of her, and it seems as if, well, it seems now that Solomon sees Sheba as his love interest. Okay, alright, Sheba. And she did this simply by actions and by words. She came in there, she speeched. She said, alright, fine, you know what? If you have a problem, then Solomon, kill him. If you, the berserkers, alright, these cheetah-like, and I think that's a Tekken reference. I'm not too sure. Because I played in a few fighting games in my day. There's some dude, he's like a wrestler, or he's like a more, he has like a cheetah face. I think it's Tekken. I think it's Tekken, right? Yeah, no, it's Tekken. Because Street Fighter, I don't think so. I'm gonna go with Tekken. Mortal Kombat? I don't know. But like, there's some cheetah face dude, and he's like just nasty sometimes, like in some games. And here you have dudes just like this cheetah face guy in Tekken. All right, again, I'm gonna say Tekken because I don't know. So they're facing off against these other species, like these zebra cats known as the centaurs. The centaurs are intelligent, and the berserkers are stronger. And there's tension between the two, but this tension was escalated because of rogue magicians, like magicians that are actually a part of the revolutionaries, if you would. But they have their own agenda. And the thing here is that Solomon even though he's very powerful, alright, he's not omnipresent. He can't be everywhere at once. So there are some magicians that are taking advantage of the other species to do their bidding. And in this case, we have some of these two guys. They're trying to make the centaurs and the berserkers fight. And then, at first, you couldn't really tell because everything seemed okay, peachy, nice and easy. However, Sheba was able to perceive that there was some kind of hostility within this area, underneath this giant isolation barrier on the continent. And she sends her officers over, because I don't know what they are, but like, she sends her boys over, and then they investigate, and they find out that in fact there are other magicians that are taking part in this. They are the ones who are pushing this. They are the ones who are pushing these hostilities. So what happens here is that in comes like the main troop, alright? We have Wahid, we have Ishna, we have Seta. In come the main troop plus Solomon. And then these centaurs and berserkers are about to fight. No, trapped, no. Then they negotiate. And then one of the dudes, one of the like the leaders of the magician rebel force, whatever, fuck it, they start to preach to the centaurs and the berserkers about how Solomon is the son of Elder David, and how he lied about how he's 300 years old, how he created these towers, how he has been manipulating them from Jump Street, how his end goal is to be like his father and all kind of stuff. He's just, just juicing it. And he's trying to sway the minds of the centaurs and the berserkers, and they ain't saying shit. And Ugo was pissed. Ugo's like, what the fuck? Because Ugo's like, wait a second, hold on. How come you guys aren't saying shit? What the hell's happening? And then before anything else happens, in comes Sheba, fucking, like she pulls the Gandalf, like fucking, yeah, the staff, fly, you fool. She pulls that shit. I was like, what? She pulls that shit, because I was hot, I was fired. I like that. Alright, I am fire, I am death. She pulls the Lord of the Rings, alright? And then, instead of like the fucking bridge falling, no. What happens is that the barriers dissipate, and then she starts to preach. And a pastor couldn't do better than her. No, just not possible. This is phenomenal. Because she talks about power, and then she talks about fear. And how a lot of times, not just in the sense of the manga, but also in the sense of the world, people fear those who are more powerful than them. And so they attack them. At the same time, they want to be saved by people who are powerful, who are more powerful than them. This is true in this world aspect. This is very true. And then she explains about how, in order to actually move forward, we must first understand these relationships between fear and power, because they are synonymous. I mean, that is why all the time. That's why all the time. Alright, when you go to like modern day churches, they always talk about the fear of God. Like, you gotta fear God, you gotta fear Jesus. And again, I don't know how it rolls in the Quran. Over the summer, I do plan on actually reading the Quran. Because I've been, because some people have been sending me PMs on the regular about the Quran and the, all this stuff. I mean, I'm trying to absorb it while I'm doing finals and shit. It's not really that. It's hard, to say the least. It's hard. But it's fascinating nonetheless. And I'm pretty sure, I mean, I don't really know what goes down when it comes to Islam, but I'm pretty sure it goes on the same lines, where you gotta fear Allah. You gotta fear the Almighty. It's like, no. Because that also applies for just human beings, where power is synonymous with fear. It is. Someone has more money than you, all of a sudden, you're kind of afraid of him now. Because that person that has more money than you, and then you do something to aggravate them, they have the power to shut you down. Very true. So, how Sheba explains how you must understand these relationships, and how Solomon is going to be the guy to actually bring this Al-Matoran, this utopia, and she has faith. 100% faith in Solomon. Not only that, but how she tells the berserkers, kill him. If you truly believe that Solomon was doing this to manipulate you, to go against you, and at some point use you in the future for his own bidding, then kill him. And they couldn't kill him. Why? Because deep inside their hearts, their heart of hearts, their kingdom hearts, they knew that Solomon was in fact a good dude. That Solomon, in fact, was the guy who'd be able to give them what they want. I guess in this sense, equality. Or, because I can't say lack of fear, because fear is just instincts. In order to remove... Well, no, let me not go there, because that's a little bit... Because that's really, really deep. But the thing here is that, very simply put, you can't remove that fear, but at least you can try and infuse equality between the species, because it hasn't just been going on between, like, the centaurs and the berserkers. It's been going on with a lot of species, too, because the land is limited in their world, and that's because, God was fucking lazy. Night-night. Night-night, and on the 7th day said, fuck it. No, in this case, on the 5th day, on the 6th day, this guy took a 3-day break. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm outie. And what he did was that he took a break. Whatever. He, she, it, they, thing. So the land is limited. And in fact, I believe that it was actually stated early on in this arc, where some parts of the land are actually crumbling down into the abyss area type thing. And only the magicians, high caliber magicians, and mother dragons, and maybe even like the red lions of whatever continent, right? The funnelies, if you would, they can handle that area. But most species can't. So the land is limited for like the third time. But the species continue to grow in population, they continue to grow in intelligence, in longevity, and so on and so forth. So at some point, species that once had problems with each other are going to wind up being in near proximity. And because of that, that's going to cause some conflict, alright? Very similar to what happened, I can't say, like in history, because that history is very recent, give or take 60, 70 years, very recent, within this century, if you would, but, issues, well, no, not century, but within the past 100 years, I should say, how we had, of course, interracial issues between African Americans, blacks, and whites, and how there were issues when it came to living in the same areas, and how blacks had to fight in order to get to white schools. I would argue that not exactly the best move, but that's a whole new topic on a whole new level for a day in the distant future. But the thing here is this. It's very similar to that. Alright? These issues that we see, or that we saw, well, I could argue that we continue to see in today's world when it involves race, they're going through right now in Magi when it pertains to other species. And because of that, these little scuffles are going to occur. And it is the job of Solomon and his cohorts to take care of business. And Sheba took care of business in front of Solomon. She brung down the hammer. And she was able to restore peace and order within a few minutes. And obviously this gained Solomon respect, because Solomon had always seen her as a brat. Because when he saved her, she was 12. And when he left the Orthodox Church, he was 12. However, now that he's seen her in action, like an actual diplomatic action, and actually speaking words that actually have a lot of weight, that are very mature, that are sound in nature. The thing here is that he sees that, he respects that, and he can no longer see Sheba as a brat. So all of a sudden, their bond has now, it was this wide, it was ocean wide, and now it's river wide, right? It's become a narrow channel. So that's good, very good, I like that a lot. So overall, the chapter rating, I'm going to give it a rating of a, can I say great? Can I get a great? Can I get a great? Amen? Amen, my brothers. Alright, fine. So we're going to give it a chapter rating of a great, and I will see you guys later. So far, I'm a torn arc. I'm liking the way it's going. I really am. I really am. So I will see you guys later. Peace. Have a nice day. And it is time. It is time. Sayonara.